Hi everybody, I'm Kirsty Meakin from Naio Nails. In this video we're going to do some short nails on the fabulous Dawn. Dawn's got gorgeous nails. We're going to sculpt out a short nail and we're going to do some amazing lettering and it's going to be bright. Look at Dawn's nails. Killer nail beds they are. So I'm going to fit a sculpting form. So I'm going to do a square nail. Do you want square?
Don't mind. Whatever you want.
Square it is then. They'll have soft corners though. I'll do soft corners because I don't want them to be too square. So we're going to give it a little bit of a tilt. So we're going to open this back up and we're going to give it a little bit of a tilt up. Just so it's got a nice C curve. Right, so we have all the forms on now. I'm going to dehydrate the nail. And I'm going to use acid primer. You don't want to put too much on, let it just disperse over the nail. Going to use medium speed liquid. So those three I'll have top banana and these are going to have natural beige. I'm going to do my natural beige ones first because I can go straight on. I don't need to build out a clear layer. Oh, glitter, glitter, glitter. So starting from the centre of this nail. Oh, getting carried away then, thinking I was going to do some really long nails. Might need to bring this back a little bit. We're not doing long nails today, Kirsty. Make sure you come right down the sides. So you get that nice C curve. You don't want this nail sloping up. You want to ignore those lines on the form. They'll distract you because the form's sloping slightly up. You don't want the nail to slope up. Is that alright, that length?
Yeah.
So on Saturday you're not going to be going, oh my god, I can't do a thing with these. Bring a nail file.
No.
So because I went a bit crazy before, I can start a little bit further back with this great big massive bead. But I'll do the cuticle on its own afterwards with a separate bead. So that cuticle bead, we're going to build the apex with it as well and just slide that down the nail. With the nails that I'm going to do with the colour Top Banana, I'm going to build out a thin platform. I am going to sweep it up onto the nail. So I'm going to basically build out a clear tip with the acrylic. This is going to add strength to the nail.
if you're building out a clear tip, could you then take off the sculpting foam?
It's too thin.
All right, okay.
It's too thin. If I took it off, if I could take it off without the nail coming away with the actual foam, I would pretty much guarantee that that is too thick. I have seen people do that. They tend to have quite a thick nail by the end of it. I can come back to my first nail and I can put the pinching tool on, give it a little bit of a pinch, let the pinching tool do its work. And then I'm going to go to this little finger and do my clear base. And I'm going to move to that middle finger now, which was the second one that I did, so that's ready to pinch. And then I'm going to put the base layer. Base. So I'm going to do the same with this one with the clear, build out a thin base layer. Going to pinch that base layer. I can take those off. Damn, that's so bright.
Looks even brighter on camera.
Yeah. I'm just going to pinch the pinky now. So now this one's pinched, I can put top banana on it. And I'm going to take that off because that's way too dry.
Yeah, I looked at that and I thought, that doesn't seem to be going on.
No. So instead of fighting with it, I'll pick up a better bead. So you're going directly over the top of that clear base layer. Let's put this on the thumb while we continue with this nail. We're going to use top banana on this little finger and the thumb as well.
When you do short nails, do you still do the little finger shorter?
Yes. So it looks unbalanced. I told Chris that you go in black floor with him. I said he was very confident the other day, Adam was, you know. He was like, oh really, yes, yeah. He's got this in the
I
bag.
do like getting in his head.
They're having a nail off.
Who will?
Adam and Chris kitchen on my hands. I'm going to pinch that before I cap it.
Now, think about the memory you want me to see. Not even that hard, just picture it.
So I'm going to cap with clear. When I'm capping, I'm making sure I've got my apex. So just capping the coloured nails. Right, let's take these forms off. God, they're so bright. Yeah. We'll see you coming.
Just be careful around airports. Don't wave your arms around.
Watch it, babe.
They're going to match your respect, babe. So I'm going to do my normal filing routine now. So side walls first. And the cuticle area. Don't forget with the colour, with the nails with the coloured top banana on, you don't want to overfile that cuticle area. You still need it to be nice and flush, but you don't want to overfile it, so you remove the colour. Do my free edge, and then I will contour the top surface. So I'm going to do the same filing routine over all of the nails. So I'm going to buff all the nails, make them nice and smooth like a baby's butt. If you've not seen it, we've been making hands and fingers and stuff. You need to watch that video because it features Dawn.
Trying to.
Alright, trying to. Just going to wipe over it with acetone. You can use gel residue wipe off solution. I just want to make this a little bit smoother so the acetone will smooth that out. So now I've buffed them and gone over it with acetone, I'm going to top coat. But we won't just leave them like that. We're going to do these Old English lettering on those nude nails. Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to use, where is my colour? I have no idea what this colour's called because this has no sticker. But it's a luminous colour. So it's from the luminous range. It's yellow. I'm sure Adam will find out what the number is.
I'm trying to find out right now.
See, it's on the board. We're going to use some of this. Pop it on some backing paper.
I think it's called Hazard.
Hazard.
Yes, it's called Hazard.
Hazard. Right, so that's Hazard. And what I've done is I've been looking at Old English lettering. So that's what we're going to use as our little inspo. So you want a D and a D and a S. D. So you want DS. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like a Game Boy or something.
So I'm going to look at my lettering that I've pulled up on my phone via the internet, the good old internet. This is our inspo. And I'm going to just paint on the D. And obviously we're doing a D because Dawn. A D for Dawn. So once you've done your lettering, you don't want to cure that. Let me just... Before you cure it, we're going to take some of the top banana powder You're going to lightly sprinkle over that wet gel polish. And it'll create a sugared effect. Make sure you've got something under to catch the powder. Is that hurting then? Sorry.
She used to whack it with a metal tool.
Right, so once you've got excess off like that, you want to let that powder sink into the gel. Then assess it. See if you need any more. There is, if you look really closely, I don't know if you can see this, Adam. That corner is still a little bit shiny, so it looks kind of wet. You see, as I move it, it looks a bit wet. So I want to make sure I've got enough on there. So I'm just going to, you might as well go. You might as well, that is like so stokey. You might as well go over the full lot. I will be very British. Right. We're going to pop that into the lamp now, cure that for 1 minute. More than you would normally. So instead of 30 seconds, we're going to do a full minute because the acrylic powder is actually inside the gel and it will have a little bit of an effect to stop it curing as quick. But a full minute will do it in an LED lamp. So once that's cured, we're going to dust off the excess. I'm going to rub over with a lint-free pad just to take off every last bit of that powder so I know it's all gone. How cool is that? That's so cool. Right, so I'm going to do the same on the other nail, but we're going to use the letter S for sugar. It's not sugar, it's for Sherlock. I'm going to finish off with a little bit of cuticle oil. Don't really want to pour the oil over the top of the sugaring because I don't want to take away from the effect. I love it. I want a pair. A pair, a set. KM. I think you should have had KM. Wow. There you are, guys. Hope you've enjoyed that video. Some old English, darling. Some old English lettering in a bit of neon. Very bang on trend. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Everything that I've used today will be listed below as always. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Where's the natural beige behind there? Have we got natural beige somewhere? Another pot.
Have we got another one?
Same as using a drag.
Have you checked your drawer?
Yeah, no. I don't think they're all pale. Oh, hold on.
There's one there that's just going to make a white in there.
Found some. Got some. Thank you, Adam.
Just imagine if it was all organised and if everything was in the right place.
Where's the paper
You
towel?
could just find stuff when you just went, oh, it's over there.
Oh, there's one there, so I have that one.
Why is that even on the floor there?
Yeah.